Hey all, Trevor here with Red Leaf, and today we're going to be reviewing the Queen Sherb DabNGo device. I'm really excited to be breaking down the diamonds and terp sauce within this DabNGo device and give you a couple of tips that I found with these devices. Let's not drag our feet. We're going to get our intro in here right now and go through this full concentrate breakdown. Welcome back everyone, and as I said in the intro, today we are breaking down the Diamonds and Sauce DabNGo device from Stigma Grow. I'm really excited to be helping introduce these new devices to the market and doing these initial reviews for you all. Now, the DabNGo device, we have a full introduction video for you that goes through the entire process of preheating and prepping this device for its use. And if you want to go and check that out, it'll be up in the corner now. So with that being available, I highly suggest you go and check that video out before watching the rest of this one, because with this review, I'm going to be focusing on just the concentrate within. So these Queen Sherb Diamonds and Sauce, really enjoyable cerebral effect coming off of this. I have preheated this device, so we're going to take an initial haul before I give you the full high breakdown. But we do find a very front of the head leading effect, and this is an effect that I find comes in relatively quickly. Within the first one or two draws, I find that cerebral leading effect really taking dominance there. The overall flavor profile is extremely muted in comparison to what I think I could get with my bucket bangers or potentially a tower once I do replace that one tower that I had. So with that being said, the reason I think that I could optimize that flavor profile is through constriction of air that happens with the replacement of the carb cap when you're using a bucket-based banger system, or when you put your marble or whatever your top of the tower kind of air restrictor is. So with that, you end up having a so much more intense flavor profile, and the temperature can be dialed in to really explore and, a unique word, exfoliate some unique and distinctive flavors in that concentrate. So I'm looking forward to definitely trying this concentrate loose if it's ever released, because I like that kind of front of the head cerebral effect with the little bit of a candy, sweet, slightly leather flavor that I get from this concentrate. And that leather is more of a kind of an undertone that comes in after all of that candy and sweet has passed. So it's a unique kind of finish to this Diamonds and Sauce. Overall experience is quite positive with this concentrate. The only complaint that I have for it is how large the diamonds are, in the sense that they end up clustering and clumping together, and you have to preheat this device multiple times to break those clusters up and drop it into the actual vaporizing and heating element. But if you do that, you're degrading and you're breaking down the concentrate every time you run the preheat cycle and the actual heat cycle for the vaporizer. So you're essentially just torching the flavor out of the diamonds before the diamonds get a chance to be vaporized. And that's kind of my biggest negative takeaway from this device. And the original Z batter doesn't do it quite as much, so it's not quite as big of an issue, except for when I was recording the video for tomorrow, which you will see when it gets uploaded tomorrow. We had the most issues on that video with the device to where I had to preheat it twice before I could get that full cloud, which is interesting that this device works flawlessly on this video, and that's the device that gives me issues. So there definitely is some improvements that will be put into these devices, but I do think that they are a great stepping stone to introduce people to the concentrate market, to introduce people to the concentrate side of cannabis consumption as a whole, because I do understand why people would be scared of the vape tech and the overall vape side of the industry, just because of everything that was going on down in the States with the popcorn lung and everything along there. I can see why they'd be frightened. With this, at least, you can see the concentrate inside, and it would be exactly the same as if you got it in a loose jar. So I do think that one of the best things that Stigma Grow could do with the release of these is to immediately follow it up with either a half gram or full gram release of the concentrates themselves into the market as well. Or just fill the social medias, their Instagram, stuff like that, with pictures and showcasings of these loose concentrates being put into the devices. I think that is the best thing that you could do to help kind of negate any of that, oh, well, the popcorn lung, the vape, well, here you can see the concentrate being put right into the device. And it's not a syringe of oil being squeezed into a vape cartridge. It's a scoop being dropped into a heating element. So I do think that this is a device that will become a huge stepping stone for our industry as a whole. And the little bit of trial and error that it's going to take to get these devices to run is worth it, on the aspect that, and the perspective, I should say, not aspect, but the perspective that this is the first stepping stone to us having a high quality economy access level to concentrates that functions and flows really, really well, to where high level dabbers and concentrate consumers are willing to pick them up every once in a while to try a new kind of dab before they go and pick up their 7 gram baller jar, because eventually we will get to the point where consumers can go and buy a half ounce of concentrates because that's all they consume, versus buying 1 gram jars at a time. So I'm looking 10, 15, 20 years in the future, but I still see this as a big step forward. So I'm excited to hear your feedback and hear any sort of issues or positive takeaways that you've had with these devices. So please let me know down below in the comments. But with that being said, we're going to bring this one to a close with our end card sliding in here. Up in the corner is going to be my logo. Please hover over that, ring that bell notification after you subscribe so you can get notified anytime one of these videos go live. Down below, we have 2 videos for you. One's the most recommended, the other one's the most recently uploaded. Please click on either of those or anything else that I have to offer under Red Leaf. But for now, cheers, and we will see you tomorrow with the original Z batter review, where I had a little bit of issues with that device, and then again on Sunday with our live stream. I'm looking forward to sitting down and chatting with you all there, dropping some regular dabs as well as smoking some fat bowls. So with that being said, let me know what type of topics I should be looking to cover in our live streams in the comments as well. But for now, cheers, and we will see you in the next one.